Hello, Internet friends. Let's talk about postmodernism. Postmodernism is the idea, philosophy, and mindset that there is no constant in the universe. It has 5 tenets. 1. White people are bad. 2. The Bible is evil. 3. White people in Western civilization has caused the most suffering the world has ever known. 4. Brown people are good. 5. Brown people will do great, just like white people have if they're given a chance. All right, now that we've gotten that out of the way, let's move on to break this down. All right, so if there's no constant in the universe, if you say to a postmodernist person, 2 plus 2 equals 4, they will respond with, how do you know? How can you prove that? Do you have any studies to back that up? I'm not kidding. Even the most basic concepts that are consistent, that are provable over and over again, a postmodernist will challenge it and say, I don't believe you. Now, this is pretty much Marxism, cultural Marxism. And if you're wondering why younger people, Zoomers and millennials, are so confused and anxious, it's because they don't have any sort of a foundation. They're being told there's no constant in the universe. They're being told there's nothing to look forward to. The world is going to end. And just as a side note, not to get too far off of track, we've been told that the world is going to end for about the last 6,000 years. So if you're concerned, just take a deep breath. You'll be fine. All right. So we can't assume that 2 plus 2 is 4 anymore around a postmodernist because they will challenge it. And then they're going to make all kinds of excuses why the obvious and easily provable oppresses brown and black people and that it's evil. It's just really a distressing concept. And another part of postmodernism is the relativism, which means that there are no constant definitions. So, for example, up, it doesn't mean up anymore. It could be right, it could be left, it could be down. It could also be up, but up doesn't mean up. You just have to guess what the person is saying to understand what they're meaning. And again, I will reiterate that this is causing young people a lot of anxiety. And it's just so sad. Well, how do we have a solution? We need to have a solution because every time we present a problem, we need to have a solution. Just griping about it doesn't do anything. All right, so I am under the assumption, this is my theory, that not everybody is bad. There are a lot of bad people, but there are mostly good people. Because if there was a lot of bad people, then we'd be stepping over dead bodies all the time, right? So with this assumption, I will also conclude that a lot of people are getting bad information. And so with the postmodernist concept, if you give people facts and evidence and reason, they will say, no, it's not true, because you need to have 3 or 4 studies to prove that it's true. And even if you do have 3 or 4 studies to prove that it's true, they're still going to say, no, this is not true, and you are a liar. You're trying to manipulate me. Let's take, for example, the, 1355 statistic, or maybe it's 1255, I'm not sure. 1250, who knows? You know what I'm talking about. I'm trying to avoid the censors on PooTube here. If you say that statistic, I have actually quoted that statistic to people who were unaware of it, and they called me the R word. They said that I was just being mean to brown people. It's really a crippling mindset and ideology. It's probably the most crippling ideology the world has ever known. And God, I just struggle for a solution, and I really don't know what the solution is. To be honest, you guys are going to have to help me out. We just have to keep repeating objective evidence over and over and over again, and just try to be gentle. I know it's tough because we want to just throw people into a wall who keep making stuff up and want to reject objective evidence, and they want to believe something subjective as being fact. All right, Internet friends, thank you so much for listening. I appreciate you viewing, and I look forward to your comments below.